And this is the part of the stream where I say, how the hell are y'all doing out there today in streaming land? Or at least on the other side of the streaming land. This being... That metaphor kind of fell apart there on me. If you see any pieces lying about, go ahead and gather them up into a pile. Throw them away. This was bad. Hi! How you doing? Jammets, Izzy, D-Dog, Paul, many numbers. How y'all doing? Happy well? Yay, more pocket monsters? Yes, more pocket monsters. Gotta watch out, blimey, I'm almost at April's gym. Standing right behind you. Nice. Yeah, I don't know whether... I mean, we're probably gonna sort of hit the end game in today's stream. We've got at least 6 to 8 hours ahead of us today, I reckon. I got like 3 gyms left, and then well, not the Elite Four, because there's no Elite Four in this game apparently. Didn't actually look up what replaced it. Didn't want to know. I'm expecting some sort of championship thing based on the themes we've been seeing so far. So we're probably going to reface all the gym leaders one by one, just the leaders, or reface some of the other characters we've been going through along the way that weren't gym leaders, but were sort of other challenges, I guess. Actually, no, that's what it'll be. We'll be facing the other challenges, won't it? Because that's been the whole theme. Competing against these other challenges in the world. That's where we're going to have our face-off. That's going to be the Elite Four, or however many there wind up being, I guess. And then we fight the champion. And then there's probably a fight after the champion. If tradition holds. Don't know. Find out when we get there. Yeah, please don't tell me. Don't spoil it for me. I'm just conjecturing here, but... I mean... If it gets spoiled, it's spoiled. I'm not that fussed about it. I'm not going to throw my hands up in the air and rage quit, but I would prefer it if you didn't spoil it for me. I don't think anybody here right now will, because you're all the early birds are regulars and you're all nice peeps. So. Oh, you feeling better, Izzy? Excellent. I was going to ask. Glad to see you feeling better. 100% now, or just sort of tipping at that 90? Better is still better, though. Just curious. So, not a lot has changed since we stopped streaming yesterday. Let's go to the main screen now. We'll have a chat while we let people arrive. I think when we stopped streaming yesterday, most of my team was approaching the 40s. I've pushed them up through the 50s now. Some of that just through traditional grinding, some of that through the experience candies. Movesets have changed slightly here and there with a couple of TMs or TPs or whatever, but mostly it's the same kind of deal. Swapped out. I found a metal body lying on the ground somewhere. So I swapped out the dark glasses on Corviknight because that thing just doesn't have any dark moves anymore, really, I don't think. Benefited more from the steel. What do we got here? Oh, it has Hone Claws as a dark. So, yeah, Dark Glasses wasn't really helping that. The only dark move it had left. But we got Iron Head as we leveled up. So that's why we got the metal body on it now to chonk that up a little bit more. And it's already 80 power. Brave Bird we learnt as well. Can't remember whether it learnt that naturally or I taught it to it. Might have been... I think it learnt it naturally, but I also have a Brave Bird TP somewhere as well I picked up from the max raid, which was cool. Always loved Brave Bird. It does damage to yourself, but oh my gosh, is it just a brutal move? Just a move. Just when you're in trouble. Brave Bird. Absolute destruction. What else did I change here? I think old Bolton's stayed pretty much exactly the same. I should probably do something about that normal attack. I wonder if we can find something better normal attack for it. Or does it even need... You know, let's find if we can teach that something else. Tackle's just not of any use to us anymore. I think that's exactly the same as we left it yesterday. Switched out Waterfall for Liquidation. Still 100% accuracy, but 85 damage as opposed to 80. Just a little bit more. Squeezing a little bit more out of it. I swapped out Freeze Dry for the whatever the other ice move was we had. Just a more powerful version, basically. Can also sometimes freeze, not that we ever see that. I think I gave it Psychic as well since yesterday. Swap that out for whatever was there. Some nonsense thing. So this is pretty well-rounded Mr. Rhyme right now. And that's the same. I still think I want to find a better grasser. Or swap the grass out for something altogether. I don't know. Edge, I mean, it's been handy. Seed Bomb is good. But Edge Edelgos is just slow and kind of vulnerable. Right. Just did my first tier 5 raid. Piss. Yeah, I actually did one with Dukas last night. When I was hatching, which I'll show you that too. When I was hatching a whole bunch of... Where did I put them? Box 13 and 12 and 13. There we go. I hatched a couple boxes worth of Score Bunny. All these ones are male. I did get 3 females. No, 2 females, I think. No, 3 females. Precious female Score Bunnies. And one of them has a near perfect IV, still at 66665. Yeah, so as I was breeding that up, every now and again, one button. Every now and again I would see Dukas pop up on the little sidebar over there near the Y menu. And I had a little, the icon with the Raid Max thing. And the silhouette, auto sight, and I thought, well, I'll get it. I don't have one of those, I'll get on that. So you hit the buy button, you get the little list on the side here, and you go, boom, I'll join that. And it worked perfectly. Like 3 times we did it last night. It was like 2 4-stars and a 5-star, I think we did, right? Aced them all. In fact, I got the knockout punch on 2 of those. Felt pretty chuffed about that because they were above my level, because I haven't got access to those 4 and 5-star raids yet. Which speaks to the question that was asked in the Discord just before I went live. Who was asking? Was it in general? Or was it in games? Wait, was that deleted? Oh, here we go. Jamets, you're asking. If I find a sword exclusive in a raid and invite other players, can they join? My guess would be yes, because as I said, I don't have access to 4 and 5-star raids yet, but I joined Dukas in one of his seamlessly. So I would imagine the answer to that is yes. I'll have to test that at some point though. I'm starting to find Butterfree in my max raids now, which is good. Found one of those this morning. Finally. What else? I've caught a few new Pokemon this morning. As I woke up, I reached for my Switch instantly. Yeah, I think it's mostly these ones. So I got... Yeah, this morning I picked up... Oh, gee, quite a few actually. I think almost this entire box I picked up this morning. Including some unneeded. Including, we finally got Pinkie Pie Ponyta, and I did name that one there Pinkie Pie, even though that was a male. It was the first one I got, and that's what I said I was going to do it, so that's what happened. So it's a very femme male, is all. That's perfectly fine by me. You guys know it. Berserker, which apparently is the evolved form of the Galarian Meowth, by the looks of the thing. It's got the coin on his head and everything. Indeedee, no idea what that thing is. Just don't know. Oranguru, sorry. I didn't know they were in the game, so there you go. I did get a female Ponyta, so we can do some breeding. Excellent. Hatterim, Meowstic. You've got Noctowl, got another Critty, a Pillow. There's my first Butterfree right there. I actually missed the first one I encountered. It escaped. But the second one, luckily for me, was a female, so I can breed from that as well. Also got a female Growlithe at last, because I think everyone I've caught so far has been male. But now I can use that one to breed up. And I named it Friles, in honor of Allie's dog, who was called Miles, and, of course, her love for Growlithe. Friles, as in fry, because it's a fire type, you see. You're not lurking yet, are you, Allie? Probably not. Not before 9 AM on a Sunday. She's in bed. Unless she has to work today, in which case she's probably not watching the stream either. But yeah, I'm going to try... That's the one I'm keeping spare for Allie. It's in a Premier Ball and everything, so that's her special Growlithe that I got her. I do have an Impotent, but I've got more than one, actually. At least I should. I've encountered a few now. Also got a Bronzong. Ran into a whole swarm of these little buggers when a thunderstorm rolled in. Apparently they like thunderstorms, no big shock. No pun intended. Also picked up a Roundbee, which is nice. Cufant. Elgium. I can never say that. Elgium. Boldor, Joltik, and Palpitoad. And last night I picked up the Crustle, which I also needed. I got another Mr. Mime, a female. I think that was a normal Butterfree, that one. No, that was a Dynamax one. So that one must have been the first one I got. This one must have been the second. Well, second and third, actually, technically speaking. Because, like I said, I missed the first one. I think that was pretty much it. Other than that, I've just sort of organized the boxes and stacked everything so they're not scattered all over the place. I got my little Prime 1 box there, which these guys don't belong in here. These guys came back from work order. This is where I was keeping my team when I was doing some breeding. So these guys were just out in our job, and when they came back, they went back into Prime, apparently. So you can go in the first empty spaces. There we go. Oh yeah, these are... I think we picked that one up from the Max Raid, right? I forget. Anyway, my Prime box there is... I've got my little Heatran, my Egg Hatcher with the flame body there. Oh, sorry, did I say Heatran? Charcoal. Yeah, that's what I got up to last night this morning. So now you guys are all caught up. Good morning, Anthony. I do have a Discord, yeah. Got one from in-game trade. I think I passed up on that trade because I literally just caught one before I ran into that NPC. Mouse can breed with Ditto, yeah, but I haven't found Ditto yet. Ditto's normally sort of quite late game stuff, so I try to make sure I can get females so I can do some breeding while I'm going through the game. But yeah, you don't absolutely need a female of any particular species to breed that species, as long as you've got a Ditto. My plan is when we find Dittos, is to hopefully find a few of them and then trade those out for foreign ones so we can pseudo method some shiny luck as we go and complete the Pokedex in the post-game. Because yeah, foreign Dittos is the easiest way. Because it'll breed with everything, of course, and if you get a foreign one, you can get the Masuda method going for you, which increases your rate of hatching a shiny. It's the way to go. Unless, of course, you're breeding for competitive. In that case, you want to be more careful about what you're doing with your IVs and your egg moves and stuff like that. But yeah, Ditto is a great starting place. Yeah, but Ditto's genderless. They are fine. Gigantamax Butterfree is very common in the den you see furthest in the distance. Yeah, that's where I started finding them. Like, for the past 2 days, nothing. I've done, more than 100 raids. Easily more than 100 raids. Didn't find any until this morning. I don't know whether they just turned on the switch on the servers now that the game is released everywhere. I don't know whether it was turned off for the first day and a half, 2 days because of the time zone shit. But all of a sudden, yeah, I've gone through 3 of them this morning already. So yeah, I feel like they've just turned that switch. Which means we should start finding the other Sword and Shield exclusives as well. I forget what they were. But there's 2 other Pokemon that are going to be more common on both versions for the next couple of weeks. Butterfree and Butterfree is Shield exclusive, and there's another one that's Sword exclusive, but there's 2 more that are going to be in both versions as a sort of timed, well, not timed exclusive, but timed commonality. They're more common right now, or supposedly. Alright, speaking of Dynamax, let's go find a few while we warm up today. Give people a chance to turn up. Try playing Let's Go Picker again today to complete before I look at this one. Didn't last time, forgot how much I hated the catch. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be going back to Let's Go from this point forward. I mean, I was okay with the mechanic and the idea of, oh, you don't battle the Pokemon, you just catch it. I can accept that, given the context of the game itself. It was having no option but to use the waggle stuff, which I hated. If they just let me throw a button to throw the ball, even if I had to aim a little bit with a thumbstick or something, as clumsy as that would be, I would still prefer that to the waggle. But, you know, I've got a funny feeling I won't be going back to Let's Go for a replay for quite some time now that we got these. It's going to be hard to roll back to it. I've got no laser beams. Where are all my laser beams? It's been a while since oh, there's one. There's a purple one way over there. Alright, they're all spawning in the new area. Fair enough. Let's go. I've upgraded my bike a couple times too, which you can do with a few thousand watts. So my speed is recharging quicker now, apparently. Don't know if it goes any faster, I haven't noticed that, but yeah. Recharges a little bit quicker, so we can get a boost a bit more often. Oh, and by the way, Snorlax did spawn back. We haven't lost access to Snorlax over the other side of the bridge. It just seems he's less common there than he was, because I had one this morning, but I failed to catch him. Heavy Ball and Ultra Ball failed, and then Hail killed him. No, he's not here at the moment, apparently. Oh, well. So yeah, we just got to keep an eye out for my Snorlax. We'll get him. I'm not going to miss out completely. Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Oh shit! Woo! Motocross skills. Screw the waggle before beating up on my prey before I catch it. I mean, it wasn't even that. Like I said, I don't mind that the mechanic was, oh, you don't fight them, you just catch them. That I could accept. I didn't love it. It's dumbed down. I prefer the traditional method. But it was literally having to do that. Or this. And because it's not always, you know, the motion sensors I use aren't perfect. And it gets frustrating sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. The rest of the game is pretty charming, so. Right, we're dealing with a grass poison. Rosilia? That's the Rosie. That's the Rosie. So we are going to go ahead and... Not freeze dry it? No, you know what? Flying Steel for going against grass poison. Adoy. Can't touch me. Alright. How am I liking the new game? I'm loving it. Blabinel. Blabinel. Is that right? I'm bad with usernames. Yeah, I'm loving it. Loving it to bits. Haven't finished the core story thing yet. Still a few gyms away from reaching the end game. So, I'm not going to say it's my favorite Pokemon game ever yet, but it's shaping up that way. And that's saying something, because I'm an old schooler, and I love my Heart Gold, Soul Silver is my previous choice of, you know, my ultimate Pokemon game that can basically do no wrong. But yeah, that might be relegated to my favorite handheld Pokemon game, perhaps. I'll have to categorize out now. But the hype is still pretty high with this, and the novelty is still pretty high with this. I've got to wait for that to drain off a little bit before I sort of start calling this my favorite Pokemon game ever, but right now, I feel like those are words I can say soon. You bought the game, but you don't own a Switch yet. That's dedication. That's Jarvis. How far away are you from owning a Switch? You going to get one for Christmas or your next paycheck or something? Which version did you buy? And what was your reasoning? I'm always curious to hear this. It's always the question. Which one did you get? Hey, Jason. Getting caught up with the first stream. Watching you beat up Princess Drat in the mine. Step on the Route 4. So I missed the announcement. How things going? First purple light you got. Mr. Mime. Oh, thank you for that reminder. So yeah. That sort of helps confirm what I thought the purple beams were. They are the rarer Pokemon, because that's where I got the Mr. Mime. Which I've started to run into now. I'm in the part of the game, in the sort of late stage game, where I'm actually finding more of those things now. So that's, you know, I did get one very, very early on. That was quite lucky. I'm playing Shield. Sword, the more of an attack person. Well, you are Scottish. Scottish, you know, Scottish race people are, you know, they're born in attack mode. Uh, 20 seconds left. We'll let it time out all the way. We'll make Alice wait. Picked up sword. My brother back in Australia got shield. Probably an early Christmas Switch for myself. Nice. Is it worth buying a Switch for? That's a personal call. If I didn't already own a Switch, I would certainly buy one for this game. Pokemon was the main reason I owned pretty much every other handheld Nintendo have ever produced. I mean, it's not like it's the only thing I played, but it was close to in some cases. For the last, 5 years of the 3DS's life, it was nothing but Pokemon. Probably true of the DS as well. And the GBA for that matter, come to think of it. Alright, game face. Right, Dynamax. What do we got here? That's 130, 140. We'll do the big one. Or... Stu's doing good. My whole team are just in the early 50s at the moment. Yeah, I think I might have to turn the game sounds back down again. They're pretty loud. I did turn them up again last night when I was playing. I'll turn those down after this next speak. So loud. So I get shield. Chose shield because of two things. Favorite game character uses shield. Galarian Ponyta, Rapidash. Yeah, Galarian Ponyta played into my decision as well. Wasn't the only reason, but it played in. As you can see, I'm at the stage where I'm getting tougher raids now. They're starting to generate shields you have to bust through. Which so far hasn't been a problem. That 5-star raid I did last night with Dickus. It took a few rounds. In fact, it must have taken more than 3 or 4 rounds because Dickus lost his Dynamax form, which only lasts 3 rounds for the player. But we got there. I was getting real lucky last time in Dickus' raids. I was untouched. I was never targeted for any move. I left every battle with full HP. Alright, I'm probably going to want at least a Great Ball. I'm not desperate to catch it because I've already got 1 or 2 of these. 2 or 3 maybe. But we'll burn a Great Ball on it. That's a double. Delivering a hit. Maybe, what do they call it? The Glasgow Kiss. Been playing through the story non-stop? Oh no, not non-stop. I like to take my time, especially on the first playthrough. I do lots of exploring, I do a bunch of catching, I try and evenly level my team, in the last few years at least, of playthroughs. I never used to. Used to just sweep the game with 1 or 2 Pokemon, but these days I try and level my team up to do it a bit more sensibly. Make my life a bit easier. I saw TPs there. See that? See what I did there? I'm starting to remember they're called TPs, not TMs. It's almost started to sink into my brain. What was I about to say? Oh, playtime, yeah. I was going to look at playtime. Lead card should have it right. Or maybe not. Oh, I haven't actually looked at the back of my own play card. Yeah, it doesn't give me the time. I think we're going to have to go to the save page to get our playtime. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I'm crawling up on 40 hours already. And pretty much I think half of that has been streamed. The other half is just me grinding for raid battles and catching shit and poking around and exploring. TR. Did I say TP again? God damn it. So close. That's why we have the Dirt Bunny. So me and my mate, Brent, we quote Beavis and Butthead to each other a lot. And one of the quotes we go to is, I need TP for my butthole. The whole bungholio thing. So TP just rolls off my lips real easy. It's just there in the subconscious of my brain, ready to roll out the joke. Right, let's find that purple thing. Luckily, they don't seem to time out, no matter how much dicking around you do. Right, that's a short path through the house. Oh. Ooh, jeez, there's stuff on the ground over here. Is it on there? Yeah, I really hope they fix the lag issue with the online stuff. If you're offline and rolling through these areas, they run like a perfect 30 frames a second. I never hitch. Anytime I'm connected to the internet and people are spawning in and out, it just lags this whole area out so bad half the time. I really hope they patch that, because it's quite annoying when you're trying to dodge shit. Raging Dave, how you doing, mate? Notice you got reusable TMs and one-shot TRs. Exactly, yeah. Difference... Now, they work exactly the same, except that the TRs break after a use. So TMs you can use as many times as you like, just like I've been able to do for the past few generations. The TRs are disposable. Use once, they get destroyed. But the benefit of those is you can actually kind of farm them from max raids. As you might have seen when we did the raid there, they drop TMs as a reward most of the time. So you can stack up several. Like I had a whole stack of like 13 tri-attacks last night, which I never use, but you can sell them off to get money, which is nice. It's like farming candy, and let's go. Right, what am I doing here? Zigzagoon level 30. You know what? I'm just gonna piss off. I want to get to the purple beam. Purple beam. Ghost type. What the hell is that? Is that the teacup? No. Damn it, I forgot to put Who's That Pokemon on my Stream Deck soundboard. Fuck. I was going to do that this morning. Who's that Pokemon? Right, quick, someone find me the sound file and post it to Discord or something. I don't know. Ghost type Pokemon. I think we got Crunch on this guy, don't we? We can just go straight into this. We'll take Dreadnought and he'll be fine. She'll be fine, excuse me. Stupid pronouns. Update X. I'm going to assume that says fix. X-ray battle join problems. Well, last night I didn't have a problem joining Dukas' stuff. I was talking about that earlier. I haven't tried joining a rando today yet, though. But maybe they are fixing that. Because last night, yeah, I dropped in on 3 of Dukas' raids as I was hatching. And it was just completely seamless. But yeah, the rando thing, I don't know. I feel like that might be a server synchro thing. Trying to sync servers across regions or something. Pings go all whack. But because Dukas and I are on each other's friends list, because of the Mario Kart shit we did last year or whatever it was, I think that smoothed that out. I'm going to continue playing this, but I made the mistake of opening a Civ 6 game early. Yeah. You can't play Civ game and Pokemon game at the same time. Choose one, Izzy. Choose one. That ain't gonna fly. You can have Pokemon, you can have Civ, or you can have The Sims. But you can't have them all at once. There's enough room in anybody's head for that. How does the game decide who gets to catch Pokemon? We all do, actually. That's the nice thing about these max raids. Everyone gets their own chance to catch it. Alright, I'm just going to start. Looks like we're not going to match it all here. Hey, Heck Knight, how you doing? I think that's the favourite of the new ones. I'm pretty fond of the Sneaky Sobble. I think it's pretty cute. But yeah, that's definitely my favourite of the three. Although I do love them all. I was pretty happy with how they all came out, actually. Because I did do them myself. I mean, they're based on the official artwork, of course, you can tell. So I just changed their facial expressions a bit. Yeah, I think the Pokeball's my favourite one. It's it combos with other remotes. I've wanted a combo remote for a long time. Now I have one. Oh, it's Corsola! Sweet! I caught one of these yesterday and I said, I want one of those. Alright, let's get into it. Dynamax. Max Darkness. Whoosh. Yeah, Corsola's Ghost type now, and it looks awesome. Wait till you see the evolved form. That's right, there's an evolution now too. It's awesome. It might be my new favourite Ghost type. I have no idea whether it's any good in battle, but the gym leader used it, so... might be. Yeah, I have very few Ghost types that I really like. Corsola might have to be one of them, I think. I love the design, I love the idea of it. The stats and moveset are halfway decent. Maybe we might have to train one. That's one thing I don't like about it. I don't like weak armor. I like to tank. Alright, 2 shields. Looks like I'm running. Actually, my hair did look a bit like that this morning. I don't know what happened to me last night, but my hair was unusually bedheady. Looked like Rick Sanchez when I woke up this morning. It was scary. Keep Dreadnought away from me. I've got 5-star Dreadnought raid. Which no one wants to do with me. So I did that. Yeah. Dreadnought's become one of my favourites. Dreadnought here, she's been pulling us through the game for the past 10 hours or so. She's been out front of the game, out front of the team, just pushing through everything. The main reason she's there is because I taught her False Swipe, so I've been using it to catch stuff. And having a big tank with False Swipe is really nice when you're trying to catch stuff. But yeah, she's been a key member of Team BluntNate here. Spooky Corsola's in the match. Mr. Mime's doing well too. They're just... I don't use very many ice types very often. Mr. Mime has been impressing me with the usefulness as well. Don't want to miss out on this, so we're going to go straight for Ultra Ball. Yeet. Living Maractus. I've never trained one of those. I don't think I've ever even evolved one. I've usually just caught every evolved form as I go. Alright. How do we get there? Ooh, nice little share of M candies. Upsy Berry. Ally Switch and Trick. Yeah, I don't care about those so much. I may have just yeeted, yeah. Alright. Pure Ghost type. Sudden climate change wiped out the century. Oh! It is, we made a joke about it yesterday. About climate change wiping them all out. Because their predator, the starfish thing, its description in this region is they haven't developed a taste for Corsola. So they don't eat the Corsola. So the Corsola were wiped out with climate change, apparently. That's why they're all ghosts. This Pokemon absorbs others' life force through its branches. Jesus. Ooh, I like you. Fuzzies. Oh. Oh, just part of what? Normally in next game, try to catch level 25 Eevee earlier, broke out of 10 ultras, ran away. That's the point of the, it was always a bit heartbreaking in there. I actually haven't had anyone flee on me in this game at all yet. I mean, I've had wild Pokemon run from me in the grass, but that was before the encounter triggered. After I started throwing Pokeballs, I haven't had any flee on me. I'm sure there'll be at least a couple that do that, though. Right, we're dealing with a Psychic. Who would that be? Not entirely sure. Yeah, we'll take Bolty in for a bit of crunch action, maybe. Just go straight in this time. Didn't look like a routes to me. Might be, though. Ah. I think I need that for the Pokedex, too. I have its evolved form. And it's a female. You sent me this other one's password? Yeah. I've got 2 boxes worth of baby school bunnies set to go out. I'll do a few of those through Surprise Trade. Share the love. I'm sure they knew they were going to get something back in exchange. As will I, I'm sure. Oh, wow. I need KO. Sorry, Esper. Might have overkilled you there. I feel like a Great Ball is enough for you. If I was doing that animation, all that energy leaking out the seams, I would have had it like jet out. Like the Pokeball was designed to draw all that energy out of the Dynamax Pokemon to turn into a regular one. Shh, like steam. I would have done that. That's what I would have done if I was in charge. What do we got? Ooh, Psychic Fangs. I think we got another one. We got 2 of those now. I think that's a new move. Don't remember that from anywhere else. Seems pretty cool though. I think my Bolton can learn it because it's a bitey move. And he does have the ability to power up bitey moves because he's got strong durability. So, yeah. I mean, we don't need to because we've got Mr. Mime with his psychic powers, but if we ever get rid of Mr. Mime and I needed a psychic attack back, we could put that on Bolton. There's enough psychic power in Esper to send the rest of the flying, but because this power can't be controlled, Esper finds it troublesome. I keep blowing things up. I don't understand. Right. First encounter, first catch, and it was a Dynamax. I keep going like Mr. Mime, but it's Mr. Rhyme now, of course. And the belly is the face, by the way. I saw the animation before when he got hit, and that little white bit is his mouth on his belly. Just that grimaced when he got hit. So I think the actual head bit up top is a distraction. Freaky little thing. Excellent Pokemon so far, but freaky little thing. Beams! We'll do one or two more, and then we'll go and do some P-word. Oh, haven't seen you guys spawn here before. Ooh, Gengar. Not too strong, I hope. I can catch up to level 40 right now. And you are 60. God damn it. Not even worth fighting. Apparently we can't run away, so I guess we're fighting. I do have some Pokédolls. I could throw one of those out. Actually, you know what? I want to see that happen. I actually haven't tried to use one of those to get away yet. Where would they be? Not in medicine. No. Not Pokeballs. There we go, Pokédoll. Well, we've been given 6 throughout the game, but I haven't actually tried to use one as an escape yet. Let's see how it works. What does it look like? Oh, there's no animation for it. I was hoping to just go plonk onto the ground. That's it. That's a disappointment. Lazy Game Freak. I figured out what you needed for Snorlax to appear. It needs to hail, just like the bridge. Yeah, I mean, when I ran into him this morning and failed to catch him, it was hailing, which is why I failed to catch him, because the hail killed him. So I'll be ready to believe that. Alright, well. No prizes for guessing who that is. And I think we can take Dreadnought straight into that as well. Don't think I've Dynamaxed one of these guys before. Let's have a look. That intimidating, is it? Some Pokemon look even scarier when you look up at them, but that guy... just a purple haunter, isn't it? Maybe that's the difference, because they're purple by default. Their purple aura doesn't look so spooky. I'm expecting them to be bigger. Oh, well. Have some max darkness in your face, Haunter. Nice and close. I make the sub alert a bit more loud, by the way, guys. Thank you, S. Jarvis, for the sub. Throwing in that prime sub right there. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Share a bit of hardship in the chat, please, peeps. Also, I'm just now realizing I forgot to turn the game down as I promised. Love that move. Just a chair and a boot and a cup of tea. I don't know where they come from. Just throwing furniture at you. Nice, nice work. Rock polish. That'll do it. That'll get the job done. Thanks, Solrock. Dickhead. By the way, I was watching someone shiny hunt this morning. Same guy I was watching yesterday, actually. Forget his name. Just came up on recommendations again. When I woke up this morning, turned on TV, just popped around for something to watch, listened up, and I think I saw a wild Leafian. I only saw it at the corner of my eye, and by the time I looked up, they'd triggered an encounter or something, or moved on, or travelled away or something, but I'm pretty sure I saw a wild Leafian just in the overworld. So that's kind of exciting. Just seeing the little Sparky boy there reminded me of that. Alright, I'm pretty sure I actually need you, so let's not dick around. I'm going straight for an Ultra. I don't believe I've caught any Ghastlies yet. Haunter, sorry. Now you got me doing it, Skull Kid. Semi-clear and using for a modelling poker job. Nice. I've only done one of the poker jobs so far. It's a pretty funny mechanic. I've heard that's a thing with evolutions. Yeah, if Leafian's wandering about, the others must be. Alright, if you get the feeling of being watched in darkness when nobody's around, Haunter is there. That's about as straightforward as that description ever gets, isn't it? Oh. I've only seen that twice. I don't know what triggers that. Pokédex updated! I don't know what's special when that happens. Beam way over there, but I really can't be bothered with that, so let's just go faster. Where were we? Oh, is that flag? Okay. Oh, we'll get to go to Circhester. Where are we travelling from? Route 9? So, yeah, I think we have to go here and then go all over across here, don't we? And then travel up through there. Or through this way. I think we must come down through this way. So we must go through the desert bit here. Alright. Pretty sure this is where we need to be, so let's do it. I'm in the process of breeding some Eevee eggs right now. Excellent. Good job. Doing the Lord's work. Yeah, I can't do that yet because the only Eevee I have is a male, and I don't have any Dittos yet, so. Otherwise, that would have been job number 1 for me as well. Just get 8 of those guys lined up. Found a bug with poker jumps. You can transfer your save to another console. The time remaining resets. Ooh. As in goes back to the beginning or ends? Maybe they reset it deliberately to stop people trying to trick the system. Or maybe it's just a dumb bug. Speaking of which, you know what we should do? Oops. Let's go ahead and start a surprise trade with one of my... Where are we? Box 14, 15, 16? Where are they? 12 and 13. Yeah, let's find one of the lessers. There we go. 6556 there. We'll send out the lesser Skull Bunny for surprise trade. And see how guilty the other person on the other end feels when they send me back a Zigzagoon or a... What are those little fox ones again? Snipers? Whatever, bloody hell. I'm getting a lot of those. Those little baby form foxes. Oh, I have to apologize, by the way. I accidentally fought this trainer off stream this morning. I came to this area to have a poke around, and I triggered this trainer. Wasn't important, but it's the only trainer I haven't fought live on stream for you guys, so I just wanted to let you know. Oh, we can't do it that way. We can... Did I fight you? Must have fought you. Okay, so I fought 2 trainers. And I think I've caught everything there is to catch in this grass here as well, so I'll just go straight through. Nicket, thank you. I'm getting a lot of Nickets. Ooh, that's an ugly rock texture right there. Man, some textures in this game look great. Some look like they're placeholders. Ouch. That's worse than the trees in the wild area, that rock face there. Good grief, Game Freak. Come on, have some pride. Alright, what do we got down here? A bunch of ladders. Those stumpy doos. Alright, Pokeball there. Nothing back here. Right. Give me something. How enough did you get 6,000 Skull Bunnies? 2 boxes worth. I bred them up last night. That's all I did for several hours last night. I was watching Rick and Morty, occasionally dropping in on a raid battle, and just hatching Score Bunny. And I still didn't change the game volume today. Not so bad in this part of the game. It's the max raids that really spark it up. Alright, Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. Let's go for Locked-In. Good enough. Hatterim. I keep forgetting what Hatterim is. I recognize the name, but I can't put the Pokemon to it yet. Oh, right. I caught one of these last night, actually. I went back to the spooky forests. Oh, no, it was this morning, because I went looking for the Ponytail. Secret to finding the Ponytail in the spooky forest, by the way. They don't actually spawn in the overworld. You have to wait for the grass rustle. That's where they're hiding. Didn't do enough of that yesterday, is the problem. Did I breed the Score Bunny with? Mr. Ryan, actually. I've tried a bunch of different Pokemon. Score Bunny is in the human-like and the field egg groups, if you're curious. So I tried a few last night. Most of them said, you know, I got the message from the breeder, oh, they don't seem to get along very well, which means they'll breed, but slowly. I didn't get any, you know, oh, they seem to really get along kind of things. But with Mr. Rhyme, I got sort of a softer version of that. It turned out they were breeding fast enough for me to hatch sort of one. By the time I got done hatching 1 or 2 eggs, there was another egg waiting for me anyway, so it was cycling pretty well. Yeah, I never found a perfect match for it. I just pump out eggs. But yeah, I looked it up on Bulbapedia, and apparently it's in the human-like and the field egg groups, so pretty easy to breed with. Lots of options. A new Mr. Rhyme as a pimp? Yeah. I put Mr. Rhyme in there in his aspiration. I thought, well, that's got to be human-like egg group, right? Has to be. It's literally human-like. So I popped him in there to see what happened, and sure enough, yeah, it worked well enough to keep me in eggs as I was hatching. There's only very few times where I was, you know, waiting for an egg to be produced where I wasn't actually also hatching one at the same time. Not ideal, but good enough to get 2 boxes worth in a few hours, obviously. Shiny Stone. Certain species of Pokemon evolve from Jones with Dazzling. I think that's the second one of those I found. I don't think anything's going to spawn that grass, is it? That's a Boldor, right? Looks a lot like a Boldor to me. Uh-huh. One of these yesterday in the wild area. Yep, sure did. This one's level 41, so not even worth fighting because I can't bloody catch it. So just going to move on. Ooh. Hello? You going to come fight me? Don't have a Lunatone yet. I was wondering if you were going to be in the game. We already seen Solar Rock. I was wondering if you were going to be version exclusives. Still might be. Because the only time I've seen Solar Rock is in the raid battles with an AI player, so... Oops. Oh, damn it. I should have pulled my punches. I was level 39. I could have caught that. Muscle memory kicked in. It was like water. Oh, well. I'm sure they're not that rare. The rare ones seem to be the ones that you have to chase down in shaking grass. If they appear in the overworld, they seem to be a reasonably common spawn. At least sort of 10% spawn chance by my reckoning. The rare stuff, you have to hunt down in shaking grass. Ooh! A Phalanx! I only caught one of those in a raid battle. Haven't seen him any in the wild. little bit of Super Mario energy, right? I've never seen them crawl over the overworld. I love the little marching thing. That's a beautiful little detail. Karen used to talk to your manager. Ooh, hello. Pretty sure I got one of you on max rate, so unless you're going to chase me, I'm going to try and sneak around you. Yeah, you're fine. Oh, he's just not interested. I thought he was going to pin me down as soon as he spotted me, but no, it's fine. Alright. Got more berries. Zoop. Oh. Okay, it's just a big rock in my way. My theory about there being no gun effect on blind has been proven false. Yeah, me too. This morning. I did the same thing this morning. I ran into one of those little elephant things. Yep. I think there's a couple more as well I ran into this morning. That the Galar specific. Girder. Minus 5? No, okay. Liquidation's a bit too aggressive. Oh, here we go. I was a bit worried there for a second. I thought we were in for an explosion. I thought, uh-oh. Our Pokeball-shaped friend is back. And we're in trouble. No, this is fine. My guess would be you're pure dirt, aren't you? So maybe skip liquidation this time and try a rock tomb. Yeah, there we go. Rock snake. Obviously the evolved form of City Cobra? City Cobra. Sandaconda. Sandaconda forever. No? Does that fly? Good enough pun? Bugger. I'll just try full swap over. Funny enough, named my Dreadnought Threadripper. That's a good name for him, yeah. Should be ready to catch. Here we are. Glare at me. Alright. Ultra Ball? Yeah. Evolved form at level 38. We're going to need an Ultra Ball at least, I reckon. Maybe even 2. Accidentally threw a regular Pokeball at a 3-star Gigantamax this morning. Just tapped the button too many times in my sleepiness as I was waking up. Got away with it though. I'm locked in. Alright, what's your deal? Pure ground type. Thought so. Unique style of coiling allows it to blast sand out of its sand sack more efficiently. Oh, is that what its little coil is? It's a big sack of sand around its head or something. Cute detail. I did like the patterning on him. The texture is good. Not sure about the nose though. So, yeah, you can just go in the box. You're not that interesting, but it's fine. Alright, before we go any further, we're going to have to do something about that paralyzer thing. Stop it. Not going to worry about the health. Leftovers is going to pick it up. Right. Now, where was it going? Ghosty rocks. Skip around you if we can. Looks like we have to go the long way around to get to that other Pokeball. Yep. Ooh, luxury balls. Nice. Of Sandaconda's ability, if it's hit by a physical move, it starts a sandstorm. Oh, is that what triggered the sandstorm? That's cool. Fits right in with that big sack of sand detail. You give that sack a whack, the sand comes pouring out. Cute. But, you know, Game Freak are lazy, so that was obviously something outside of Game Freak came up with that idea, because Game Freak Adventures lazy. I'm getting total Mario flashbacks. This guy just crosses the path. That's what he does. Is it? No, I thought he was going to rush me or something. Alright, long way around this way to get some stuff. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, wait. Now we have a Pokemon. The stone tablet that boosts the power of fairy type moves. Hello. What are you? Oh. Just another Sandaconda. This time we don't have to pussyfoot around. Yeah, I think I found a couple of different plates so far. And while I think of it, actually turned down the sound a bit this time. It's only taken me 45 minutes or so to remember to do this. Take everything down one notch. That's one thing I hate about that sound menu. It mutes the music slightly when you're in the menu. So when you adjust... Look at the loud sounds.
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
When you adjust the sound volume, and I'm looking at the VU meter in OBS, once you come out of the menu, the music gets louder again.
But I guess I forgot to say. Loving this game so much at the moment. And of course your streams.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the sub. Soodle Extreme. CDL. Hope you guys going well. Alright, I'm still trying to find my long way around to that Pokeball we saw up the top. Must be a real different path. This would be the one. No. This way? Alright, let's round to another trainer, but maybe down that ladder. Checking the points to the point towards us. He's actually being in the Pokedex since the plates are signature items. You're not wrong. Hey, Togi! I think it's the first one of those we've seen, right? Gogamaru! I don't know. Have some rocks. What are you going to do? I just want to see. Zing Zap. Shouldn't have given it a chance. Should not have given him a chance. I just missed him, that's all. Fine. Iron Bobs, you bitch. Cheeky little bugger. Oh, that was it? No, that's fine then. Look at the eyes. Screenshot that face. Is the title of the stream reference to all the review bombing? I don't. Who cares about review bombing? That's so stupid. Aggregate review sites are 100% pointless 100% of the time. Anybody who pays any attention to aggregate review sites is an idiot. And anybody who review bombs stuff in an attempt to make a point is an even bigger idiot. What a pathetic waste of your time and energy. Absolute sadness. No. No, I was just kind of poking at the haters in general. Because if you look around, if you go to, any stream or you ask anyone who's actually playing this game, I've never yet heard the answer, no, it sucks. There are a couple of people I've heard talk about the game who have been legitimately playing it. Is this our way out? Okay, we're not done exploring it. We're going back. A couple of people I've seen playing this who, have responded to how do you feel about the game, and in a way that suggests they're not loving it, but they're not they haven't stopped playing it. But pretty much the overwhelming reaction seems to be this is a very good Pokemon game, and I'm in that camp of considering it a very good Pokemon game. So for all the thrashing and the hate and it's gonna suck and Dexit and lazy Game Freak and they lied, none of it actually matters because it's a fun game, which is the point of the game. So yeah, they used Outrage and it was not effective because it's selling just fine, I promise you. This is that new Ghost Dragon one I want. Dreepy, I want one. Look at it. Look how cute. Little Ghost Dragon. Totally want one. Not this one though, because this one's all chewed up. I want a fresh one. It doesn't have bite marks in it. Am I imagining things, not missing something? Or is Dreadnought's PP resetting between battles? No. It's not resetting between battles. At least it shouldn't be. Let me double check. I mean, health and PP reset after or between raid battles. Like, raid battles don't take any PP away, effectively. And your health resets afterwards as well. And if you've lost health before raid battle, it goes back to that lost point after raid battle. Raid battles are kind of their own isolated chunk of stuff. But this stuff shouldn't be. That'll be, I don't know, liquidation should be enough, right? I have not seen the final evo of the Ghost Dragon, no. That one's going to be a complete surprise to me when I spot it. I just remember seeing a still picture of it, like a piece of official artwork or whatever it was, and somewhere around it was mentioned it was Ghost Dragon. I was like, that thing looks awesome. I want one. I know nothing about it otherwise. Don't know what its abilities are, don't know what its moveset's like, don't know what its evo is, or how many evos it gets, probably just the one. But I just love the design and the typing. Now, was it worth coming up here? Yes, it was. 5 grand. Oh, yellow ball back there. How do we get to that? Out of the way. Right, how do we get to that? Okay, so it doesn't look like we can get in the room there. We have to go around the ruins on the back somehow. Around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Ooh. Ah. Don't need you, Bronzong. Already have one. But we can just wipe you out with the Lockjaw, can't we? Jaw Lock. I keep calling it Lockjaw. That's never going to stick in my head. You know what I mean when I say it. Same freaking love this game. Almost tempted to say this is my all-time favorite. Yeah. I mean, I've had that conversation a few times on stream over the last couple of days. I feel like in the near future, when I've actually finished the game, or finished the, the core part, and let the hype and whatnot die down. Oh, I see the path we should need to take. Once the novelty and the hype ease off, I wouldn't be shocked to hear the words come out of my mouth that this is my favorite game, or favorite Pokemon game. With Soul Silver being my favorite handheld Pokemon game, I think I might have to relegate it to. Because if you made me choose between the two, it'd be a tough choice. But I am really liking this game. Certainly more than I have liked all the recent games over the last, call it half a decade. Way more than Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. Probably more than X and Y. By a fairly decent margin. Even though I did love X and Y. Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying my time. Well, you got sturdy. Might as well try and catch you. Absolutely trying to catch you. Cheeky little bugger. Throwing pointy stones around me. Come here. Gonna wait till I beat the game and the hype test night. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's too soon to say best game ever because the novelty is still fresh. You know, we're still discovering stuff and being excited by new stuff, or, you know, working out the new metas and the techniques and how shiny hunting's going to be. You know, all that sort of stuff is super exciting. Once we get past that newness and novelty and excitement is when I'll be making the call on whether or not this becomes my favorite. But yeah, as my emotions sit right now, it's a very strong contender. I mean, aside from some stuff like how bad some of the textures are, perfect example right there. And the performance issues when you're connected online in the wild areas, that's pretty distracting. Those are the two big things for me so far, and neither of those actually harms how fun the game is. I wish it was better in those respects, but it doesn't stop it being fun. Oh, that was worth the trip. Brick break. Lovely. And it's a TM and all, so we can keep using the damn thing. One of my favourite moves is Brick Break. Chonky powerful. Alright, reporters are back. No, wait, not reporters. What are you guys doing? I'm super cute, but I'm carrying a super strong Pokemon. Succeeding as a businessman depends on communication. I get along perfectly with my Pokemon. Interesting couple. I love their models. Taking a screenshot of that, thank you. Wouldn't be surprised to see her pop up as people's avatars on Twitter and whatnot. She looks awesome. Look at her, look at that confidence. Allison. Currently breeding for some Grookies when I trade from Score Bunny. Absolutely. Like a couple boxes worth of Score Bunnies. I'll do that. Right. So this is going to be short work. Real short work. So who wants the water? Who wants the ice? I don't know. Extra, you can have the water. And Hippo Face, you can have the ice. Oh, he's digging. Soul Silver is still my favourite at the moment. But only for nostalgia reasons. Yeah, I think I might have to go back and replay it to see if it still holds up. Because I haven't played it in about 3 or 4 years, I think. Just to refresh myself in Soul Silver. Because, yeah, maybe just rose-coloured glasses looking back. Really hope they had multiple wild areas in the next game. With different biomes. Yeah, I mean, if the next game is sort of an evolution right out of this, that'll probably be my favourite. I do like the concept of wild areas. I hope they double down on it. Or they push forward more, further into MMO territory where you can more directly interact with other people in the wild area. Just walk up to them, press a button, and go, hey, do you want to trade? Do you want to battle? You want to make some curry? That's one of the other disappointing things. Seeing real people wandering around, but being absolutely unable to interact with them directly in any useful way. It's a bit of a cock tease. I think we can just jaw lock you out of existence, can't we? Soul Silver stream big. Well, I mean, I have done a Soul Silver playthrough live on stream, haven't I? But I think that was before we started recording them for posterity. But yeah, if I do another playthrough of Soul Silver, I will of course stream it. Yeah, I certainly have done at least one before. That was in the earliest days of my stream. Alright. Let's go ahead and give Berserker a flood to wash it away. And let's give you a double kick to clean you up, I guess. I don't know. Pretend it matters. And the certain moves can hit even when using Dig. I never thought about it. No, Dig just takes you off the field for a round. It's like Fly, same thing. As far as I know, there's nothing that'll get you. With the exception of tick damage stuff like Poison, which will tick off some damage while you're underground or while you're in the air from Dig or Fly. You haven't since I followed you. Yeah, I don't think so, is you? I think you came along a little bit after that stuff. And like I said, you can't go back to it because that was before I was recording them. Because that was back when I was streaming on that Anyway M14X or whatever it was laptop. Did not have very much hard drive space, so I wasn't recording anything on it. Just using it to stream, because that was the Windows PC I had, and back in those days, OBS on the Mac was shite. Still going, are we? What else you got? Okay. Alright then. I'm gonna throw a rock gem at your face. I don't know why. Just give you a chance. Let's see what you do. What's your big move, Lucy? Ah, didn't leave him enough. I thought he was going to survive that. Seem to remember those guys having a bit better defense. Oh well. Hit me up with trade code whenever you're not killing kittens? Yeah. Let me heal up and we'll get on that. Actually, let me heal up, talk to this NPC, and then we'll get on that. I'll also tidy up our little area here. Actually, this is probably pointless because we're about to go into a town, aren't we? No, it's only potions. Doesn't matter. At this point in the game, the only useful thing for a potion is to do this and just spam heals between rounds. Alright, what's your deal? I'll teach you a camping secret known to pros. Press your control stick and you can squat down, making you feel closer. I did not know that! How do I pop by your camp? Oh, we can too! We can crouch. Get down to ground level. Oh, that's going to make screenshots nicer. Zoop. Zoop. Also, holy shit, I wasn't even paying attention because Big Face here was in the way, but look at what this woman is carrying with her. It's the whole family. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Eevee family, you're here. Turtle bitch, move. Oh, okay. I have a new Pokemon waifu. This woman. She and I have a lot to talk about. don't leave the camp. I want to call the Eevees. There we go. Come on, guys. Can you only call one over at a time? Come on. Yes. Oh. Yes. I want one of my own. Alright, let's knock her out and steal her steal her entire collection of evolutions. Oh, hello, secret path. Terrain extender. What the hell is that? An item to be held by a Pokemon extends the duration of terrain caused by the holder's movability. Nice. Not a lot of use to the way I play, but nice little thing. Alright, how about that trade? Wait, oh, I forgot. We got our... I forgot we had that sitting in the background. Huh. Not a trade we needed, but at least it didn't suck. Alright, Rose. Actually, that's the other thing I miss about the system as opposed to Wonder Trading. We don't know anything about the other trainer. Where they're from. We don't even get to see a picture of their trainer ID or anything. I miss that about the Wonder Trade. Right. Link trade. How do we do this? Set link code. So if I set a code, do you plug that in and get connected to me? If you want another place, set the same link. Ah, we have to set the same link code. Okay, easy. So, wait, who am I trading with? Who was I talking to before? Max. There you are, Max. Right, so I'll give you a second to get yourself ready, and then we'll pick a code. Now, I've never done this before. I've only tried the trade once with a rando, and they didn't want to trade with me because they were trying to trade me an evolution or a starter hatching, and I didn't have anything worthwhile to trade back to them, so they quit. All right, I'm going to use my trainer number, I think. Oh, we need 4 numbers. Okay, so we're going to go 0808. Do that mean number? I know, right? Umbreon's my favorite evolution. Alright. Probably could have picked a more obscure number, but... Would you like to trade using the link code? Sure. Bit of an awkward system. Not perfect. Especially trying to use it live on stream. Not so bad with this crowd I've got here, but I can imagine a larger streamer having a bit of an issue trying to trade with a specific person. I guess they could just cover up the number, go to a different scene. Actually replayed Soul Silver out of hype for this game. Oh, really? Let's see what your opinion was. Game is slow at parts. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a product of its era. The games did feel slower back then. But I like grinding. Me too. Core gameplay is great with battles sluggish in places, but even with that game, it's absolutely fantastic. Every free minute I have is spent playing at that damn game, DSA. From the start, defeating red, game still holds up. Yeah, I figured it'd hold up, but I don't know how well it'd hold up in the context of what we're used to these days, which is why I'm going to go back and play it. Okay, so I guess we can just wait for that match to happen while we move on. What was that code? Had a lag. Oh, had a lag. 0808 is what you're trying to plug in there. It's my trainer number is 808 on the back of my uniform, so that's why I picked that. Oh, I thought we were going straight into another town, but got a little bit grassy area here. I'm not going to trigger an encounter because we're waiting on that trade, but see if we can get an idea what's in the grass there. Oh, there we go. Going smooth so far. Alright, let's find you a decent one. Let's have a look here. Oh, there we go. Almost all 6s. Swing and a miss. So close. Was that you? Or did I rando connect to someone else and they were trying to connect to someone else? Because 0808 is probably not that obscure of a code to try and use. Do we have to reset the code? I think we might. Do I have to do this every time? That's so dumb. Whoops. I don't like that happens in the background though, so you don't have to stare at a menu while we're waiting. Don't know what fucked up, just keep trying, guess. Oh, so that was you connected in the first place though, you think? Right, where was that nice one? There he is. Try and be quicker this time. Nope! Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, we'll try one more time, and then we might have to give it a... I wonder if we swap cards, is that going to make this easier? Start trading, settling... No, it's the same system, just use different... Okay. Oh, wait. What's... Wait. That was surprise trade. Link trade. Set link code. 0808. Looks like I've got some snorunt in that grass over there. Don't know what this little white thing is though. That might be... Is that a togepi? Oh, a spiky head. What would a togepi be doing in the ice? Might be a new thing. That one wasn't me. Oh, okay. I might pick a more obscure number if this one fails. We'll try one more time with a more obscure number. It says 008 is probably... I don't know, the chances of me being the only person ever to pick that number might be slim, I don't know. Or there's some lurker fucking with us in the chat. Could be that. You'll never get what's my number. Jamets515 asks, or says, you'll never guess what my trainer number is. Yeah. That's a tough one, Jamets515. I don't know what your number would be, Jamets515. If you want to share your trainer card, go to the menu and choose trainer card, then click the bottom button, I think. Then it will give you a code to give out. Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to do that too. Add it to Moobot or something. Alright. Where was it?
Hey, pat on the back! Pat on the back for this guy!
Yeah, this is working smooth. Who was that?
Do you rather
Farmer
think
treason.
I would be so underhanded?
What are you quoting? Holy shit, 45 months though. Can we splash like 11 times love and compassion and hearts and stuff in the chat, please? 45 months, Farmer treason. I don't think you've ever missed a month. You're a day one guy. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. Right, one more time with a different number. Okay, pay attention, Max. We are doing, I don't know, 5, 7, 9, 3, 6. 5, 7, 9, 6. Five, 7, 9, 6. If it fails this time, we're just going to have to move on for a while. I got plenty. You'll get one eventually. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and do this all day. I want to do stuff. I got a funny feeling this stuff might go smoother with if we exchange cards or put each other on the friends list and whatnot. Because when I was dropping in on Ducas's max raids yesterday, that went super smooth. And we're on each other's friends list because of the Mario Kart stuff. Yeah, we did last year. So I don't know whether that is a coincidence or that helps smooth the system a bit, but worth trying. Okay, diddly diddly dee. Where was that nice one? There it is. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, sorry, mate. You'll have to wait. We'll try again later. Is that a grubbin? Galarian grubbin? No, it's a snom. It looks like a Galarian grubbin to me. What a cutie! It's like a little ice snail. I want it. Potentially thousands of players trying it. Any particular combination disposal? Yeah, I mean, with 4-digit combination. Oh, let me see if I get this right. I do know that. I do know the. It's like at least 10,000 possible combinations with a 4-digit code. Someone Google that. I'm pretty sure it's 10,000 or thereabouts. But yeah, with potentially millions of people playing this game, that's still a lot of overlap. But then you've got time as well. Code versus time when you're trying to trade. It's 4 digits is probably a sensible enough choice. Just not maybe on launch week. Yeah, we could probably just catch from here. Snom. Get in my balls, Snom. I love everything about you. Your design, your name. So it's 10,000? Sweet. I remembered something correctly. That's always fun. The snowy area does look pretty. You're not wrong. I mean, in the context of how this game looks, it's pretty. In the context of some snowy areas and better looking games, not so much. City Extreme's got to go. Back in an hour. Alright, mate. No worries. We're going to be streaming for hours and hours today. You got plenty of time to drop back in. Right. Oh, it's a worm, not a snail. It's a little worm Pokemon. Ice Bug. That's what I figured you'd be. It eats snow that piles up on the ground. The more snow it eats, the bigger and more impressive the spikes on its back grow. Cute. I wonder if it's any use. I bet you it has 3 evolutions. Quite a lot of the bugs do. And it looks like he's likely to have 3 evos. Coolsies. We'll have to give him a try at some point. What else is here? Snorants and Snoms. Let's wait for a grass rustle, see what we can find. Too cold for grass rustles? Oh, someone's got to be waiting. Maybe not. Hello. We might not have a rest one in this area. I feel like I should have triggered a shaky shake by now. Actually, let me double check. I don't remember whether I actually caught the Snorant yet. I feel like I got one from a max raid, but I might be confusing myself. No, haven't. Oh, he's level 41. Gosh! Gosh! I'll try another encounter, see if we can get lucky. So I certainly need it. Do you need to be walking through the grass rustles? I don't think so, because I've certainly seen them from outside the grass area and rushed in to get them before. But maybe it's more likely if you're already in the grass, perhaps. He's 41 as well. Man. Alright, we'll come back for you later, I guess. Oh, no, there we go. Ah. Wasn't a different thing, it was just a... Alright. Tease me then, game. Oh, Star pieces, that was worth the trip. Maybe you have to run through the grass to sugar it. Daddy Bird! Pretty sure I caught one of you in the wild area already, but makes sense to see you here too, I suppose. Did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you? I did not get you. You must have been... Oh, too high level. Fine. They're all just one level too high. Screw you, Game Freak. Yeah, I think maybe running through the grass helps trigger the RNGs, because creeping didn't work twice then when I've sprinted. We've triggered one almost immediately. Maybe we scared them out by doing that. Yeah. Yeah, the instant I sprint, I trigger one. Oh. For half a second, I thought that was Mimikyu. A very slightly Mimikyu silhouette on him, and I was, oh, sneezing. Yeah, definitely sprinting through the grass is the way to trigger those. Didn't get me this time, Sneasel. I'm up to your tricks. Dr. Wasteman is in chat asking for somebody to spare a second to help them evolve their Raiden. Yeah, it's sprinting in the grass. 100%. That one fooled me again. This is a female. It has this shorter little feather red thing. It makes it the same size as its other ear. And I thought, oh, he got me. Got me twice. Sneaky Sneasels. Alright then. Gonna go fight the policeman. Oh, they got the logo on the back of the shirt too. Didn't know that about them. Yeah, Dr. Wasteman, we literally just 10 minutes ago tried to do a trade between me and someone in chat, and we tried like 5 times and it just wouldn't work. So you might have to give it a few days for the trade system to actually start working, settle down or something. It's a bit flaky right now, so fingers crossed. Sorry, Copper. How many badges do you have now? 5, right? 5. 3 to go. I think we're on our way to number 6 right now, actually. As soon as we go through the end of this path. Boltund. Yeah, alright. Let's go Boltund versus Boltund. Let's see who's tougher. Happy. Yeah, that's the joke I made in yesterday's stream. The first time I came across one of these guys, I was like, "Yep, old Officer Raymond there. He's been into the evidence locker and sampled everything on the shelf." Oh, it's my Boltund that's tougher? What a surprise! What a twist! Of course, the cop would have a Boltund. Yeah, Boltund does look a bit like a police dog, doesn't he? Golden Retriever kind of look about him. Alright. Ooh, this town looks bigger than I thought it was going to be. Much bigger. I still like a little mushroom town better, but this is a pretty town. Ice-type gem, fairly predictably. What? Oh. No, wait, not oh. What are you? Can I get to that snowman? Cannot get to that snowman. Bucket on its head. Staying warm by the charcoal. Here the Pokemon in Pokeballs or boxes are nice and comfortable. that's a load off. Now, Stu's about to come in their own. Wait, that dialogue seemed longer than usual. I was reading the chat, tapping through that, but did we just get the poker us or something? Because that dialogue felt long. Oh, I was just imagining it. Pokerus Mrs. Question mark? Yeah, that's what I thought, but no, apparently not. Pokerus is in this game. I saw someone who caught it yesterday. While they were shiny hunting, ironically enough. Because the chances of getting Pokerus are way smaller than finding a shiny. But he managed to get it while trying to hunt a shiny, so used up all his RNG luck. Poor bastard. I don't know what that's like. Funny enough, as rare as the Pokerus is, I've gotten in 3 separate games over the years. Wait, are you selling stuff? Sometimes anything to do in the cold weather is do nothing but give me some flavor text. How about you? Fancy catching Vanillish, but catching Pokemon is a young person's game. Would be glad if someone would trade me Vanillish for my sock. Pretty sure I've got one to spare. Don't have the need to Pokemon for this trade. Damn it. I think all the Vanillish I've run into so far are too high level to actually catch. Seems like the hot spring's in a perfect temperature today. Oh, it's a hot spring fountain. Nice. And it's in the shape of a Pokeball, I've just realized, like an idiot. The elusive Pokerus. Actually, I wonder if I've got an appropriate Pokemon in an appropriate game that has the Pokerus, so I could pass through Pokemon Home when that launches next year and then push it to this game so I can push the Pokerus into these Pokemon. There might be a path for me to do that. Welcome to stay near the building. Okay, is this hotel? Probably nothing to do in here. Hotels are the best. No need to worry about cleaning or laundry or anything. We've got tickets for the very front row seats in the stadium. Okay, this is... Tell you what, the interior of that hotel did remind me quite a lot of Sun and Moon, though, right? Remember that hotel? It's laid out almost identically. Okay, just chatty stuff. What about you? You might have a mission. I wanted to actually talk to your human. Can't sleep without Whimsicott. Fruity Floof. No, okay. That's my friend code. If you type in !FC into the chat, Moobot will give you my friend code. Like the friendly Moobot he is. You want to go upstairs in here? Oh, right. Yeah, the elevators. I should have done that, shouldn't I? Favorite TM? Oh, here we go. Rock TM right off with that. Alright. Yes, yes. Do you have one too? Completed the gym challenge back in the day. Okay, you don't have one. Alright, back to the hotels and we'll have a look upstairs. Alright, let's go left to right, as we always do. Well, not always, but yeah. Trainers? Each rubbish so helpful, each rubbish so taking tips. No. Another leftovers in here, maybe? Nope, okay. Can't open that door. That music got most. Oh, turn a murder mystery. I've gathered you all here. Who are you? After all the trouble of deducing things, don't go messing it up now. Cute. I reckon if we solve this, we get a reward, right? I suppose I shouldn't introduce myself. The name's Howls Houses. I see. I see what they're doing there. Let me guess. His first name is Sherlock. Sherlock Houses. Cute. Not quite as clever as House, but still. And hired by the hotel. At present, I have cornered the culprit from his heinous crime. And the crime is... in case of who ate the large quantity of berries in the lobby. Gather 3 people who were present in the lobby at the time of the crime. But because of the noise, my marvelous deductive reasoning seems somewhat muddled. That's it. You interfering child, you will be my assistant. Listen to the stories of each suspect to find the culprit. This very classic little video game plot. Where did my Pokemon go off to? Berries? I didn't eat them. You haven't seen my Pokemon around here, have you? Missing Pokemon. Detective sure seems like trouble, doesn't he? I will admit that I saw the mountain of berries, but my doctor told me to stop eating those things. I've got it in writing, right here. Looks like you were unlucky enough to get caught up in this too. It was a huge pile of berries in the lobby. Right! There's no way I could have eaten that many. I've been saying that the whole time. Yeah, it was the kids' Pokemon. Shocker! Munch. What are you calling a munch? Munch. Sure has a lot of berry juice in its mouth. Cute. After listening to everyone's accounts, I've deduced the culprit. Dancer. You're the culprit. Nope. Because you're a dancer. You move and shake your body so much that you needed all that food for extra energy. Well, it's not completely unsound reasoning. There's evidence as clear as sharp as the leak on a Farfetch'd. What does that even mean? You're no detective, you're a fraud! Who are you calling a fraud? Can't be referring to me, the great detective. Actually, there's a thought. What about our international police friend from the last, what, 4 games? He's got to be in here somewhere, doesn't he? What was his name again? Bloody hell. The Doctor Who looking fucker. The David Tennant guy. What was his name? Can't do with this disrespect. I'll leave it to you to find the culprit. Looker! Yeah, Looker. He's got to be in here somewhere, right? Fraud detective. So cruel I might cry. Friend Chris rolling in now. Not the scout is the one responsible? Yeah, it sure is. Holy shit, they're cute. Look at it. Look at that face. I'm gonna smush those cheeks. The berry just go. That's true. It's got berry bits around its mouth. Definitely ate the berries. Definitely. Oh, you're right. See you now. Muncha! As expected of my assistant. Yeah. Recompense for solving this mystery. Wide lens. What does that do? My guess would be stops your accuracy being reduced. I don't know. Just splendid. I'm overjoyed. Must be off now. Take care. Peace out, houses. I've been trying to find Looker everywhere. Oh, you haven't found him yet. Interesting. Oh, he has to be here. Maybe something like what he was in Oris. Yes, off you go. Mancha. Anything more to say? Thanks for solving the case. What is... Okay. Thunk, thunk, thunk. Been waiting for my wife. Well, actually, my wife's been waiting, making me wait. But being blunt with someone isn't always the right thing to do. I beg to differ. Hello. Sounds of scratching glass or screeching noises feel like they suck the energy right out of you, don't you say? I can't remember the name of the damn thing. I know the movie's talking about. Screech. Was either going to be screech or metal sound. Wide lens increases your accuracy. Figured it would. Something like that. I wonder by how much. Because there's a few powerful moves that are sort of 80 or 95 accuracy, which I usually don't use because I hate missing. I wonder if I teamed the wide lens with those. Might be worth it. It's just a room full of Pikachu. Why? Pikachu! Gotta say hello to all the Pikachu. Anyone loves Pikachu? I become the champion using an all Pikachu team. Good luck, little girl. I want you to succeed. Tears are powerful. When I see them, I do let my guard down without even noticing it. Yeah. Thank you very much for fake tears. Yep. I thought of you when I read that line. Oh yeah, about not being blunt? Yeah. Alright. Thank you for the reminder to come back here. I did see the elevator, but then my brain glossed over it when I left. Is there an elevator in the other hotel? I don't remember seeing one in the other hotel. There must be. Alright, let's go right to left this time. Ouch. I was almost expecting Looker to be standing right there. My partner is a germaphobe. It's taking shower forever, even though it's a ground type. Yeah, you might want to check on your Pokemon, mate. Might have just washed down the drain a little bit. Only after you master basic moves can you engage in more advanced battles. I've heard that some wild Pokemon soak in hot springs to heal their injured bodies. Oh! There's a reference to Silver and Gold, right? That had the hot springs area. Ooh, more crime mysteries. What is this? Do you need something from me? Right. Why don't you run along for now and come back when you're as strong as a champion? What do you give us when we become the champion? Let me go ahead and just sort of... Look at the face. I'm going to take a screenshot there to try and remind me to come back if I forget. Completely obsessed with Rotom Rally. Can't get enough of it. I have actually not tried that yet. Came here to research a bit, but the Galar region is obvious in it. Best of all, I had to be enjoying different toppings and all the curries. Curries are big in Kanto too, you know. Well, it would be. Do you like Pokemon? Yes. Well, thanks for that. Hope you always love them. Okay. Well, look, I'd just be hanging out in some random telephone booth somewhere. Yeah. Or a literal little blue police box. Just leaning against it. And go! Oh, I missed again. That's how it looks. Oh, she's playing Pokemon Go! You look like you know how to proper way to throw a Pokeball. Yes, I do. Because I don't play that stupid game. Oh, we found the director. Well, look at you. You're trying to complete the Pokedex. Thanks for that. Keep on searching for new Pokemon to catch. Oh, I know. I've got just the thing to help you. Catch more and more Pokemon. Catching Charm. That's cool. Does that just boost our chances of catching? Like the Shiny Charm does the same for Shinies. This is why you wanted me to come upstairs, isn't it? It wasn't the fun little murder mystery of the berries, but this. Do that. Remind me to come back here once we complete the Pokedex, because we'll be getting our Shiny Charm off that guy, I reckon. Holding it said to increase the chance of getting a critical catch. Curiously, the charm doesn't shake much. Yep, come back to me when you completed the Pokedex of yours. Figured as much. Nice! Thank you. Extra special for that reminder then. I'm a planner. My job is to think of ways to play. I suppose that means playing it myself. Yeah, but maybe should have played it online a bit. Because there's an issue. You hear that background music? You haven't made it. Well, thank you. You did a wonderful job. And that's it. Talking references, I've been loving how much Outer Worlds is Firefly. Yeah. There's a lot of Firefly in Outer Worlds. There's just a little chunk of Star Trek in there from time to time. Star Wars as well. But yeah, a lot of Firefly in Outer Worlds, and I love it. I mean, our engineer just basically is Kaylee. Except she likes men. And the one in Outer Worlds, she likes girls. So, that's basically the only difference. That, and she doesn't have a big floofy dress. Normally the game directors cameo are in an office building. Yeah, I was thinking that myself, but... maybe they're just travelling. They're just using hotel space as office space right now. Toby Fox, who do you rent for a game? Yeah, that might have been Toby Fox, or it might have been... the music we were listening to as he was saying that was the standard Pokemon music, so that might not have been Toby. Hope he gets a little cameo elsewhere, though. Alright, any buildings we missed? Several. Haircut, don't need to worry about that. Can we get inside these buildings? We sure can. What's to do with your snow, right, buddy? Plenty of snow and ice for Snow to eat. Now it will become a Galea Frostless. Ah, just a little bit hint about the evolutionary chain. Nice. What's this? Okay, we'll check that path out in a second. If you complete your Pokédex, I'm sure you feel a great sense of accomplishment. You bet I will. It always feels fantastic. I've actually only done the complete Pokédex 3 times so far. This will be the 4th. Yeah, and I guess number 3 doesn't count that much because it was in Let's Go Eevee, and that was not quite the challenge it is these days. But yeah, I had a complete Pokédex in Alpha Sapphire, and had a complete Pokédex in Ultra Moon. And then Let's Go Eevee. Okay. Never completed a single Pokédex? You gonna try this time? It's only 400 and something Pokemon this time. Oh, that's good. Are you building a snowman or are you appreciating that snowman? What's the deal? Those things are so cute. Any mail? No? Rubbish? Nice! It's like a full-on Roman baths, hot spring kind of deal here. But first, there was a clothing store just over here, wasn't there? Yep. Let's see what their special is. Big woolly jumpers. Oh, they had some leather jackets on the back wall up there, I think. You actually kind of like those. Oh, here we go. Now we're into it. Have an Eevee. Yes. Yes. I wish it wasn't green. Alright, I think I found a new t-shirt, guys. Put it on at once. You bet your ass I put it on at once. Oh, this might pair well with a vest or two, but maybe not that one. I do like that vest, but it covers up too much of the Eevee, I feel like. Although, that print on the back looks pretty badass. Maybe I will go that, actually. No pants, no socks. Different shoes. Oh, now we're talking. Those are better shoes. What have we got? Purple. I like the purple ones. No, I like the grey ones better. Yeah, I'm going to grey. Finally, some clothes I like. Look at the greys. There. Snap those on. Alright, how about the bag? No. No. Meh. The trapper hats. It's appropriate for the climate. But no. Nothing stupid sunglasses. I really don't like those gloves. Alright, we're done shopping. But let's have a look what this t-shirt looks like with the hoodies we have. Oh, we don't have any at all. Okay. Alright, we need to go update our trainer card. Once we found the Pokemon Center. But first... Stones paving the ground are quite cold. Snow piles up on them in no time. Oh, hello. Gimme. Oh shit, Moobot's reminded me to take a break. Yeah, I should probably take a break at this point. I always travel to the country, which is the inspiration of the upcoming region. I joked about it with Alola, jokingly said that hit Hawaii for an excuse to go. I remember that quote, yeah. And he based it on Hawaii, said I could go on a tropical holiday. Yeah. Let's go, Dex. I did it in a week. Yeah, not that difficult, was it? Especially if you had some Pokemon Go Pokemon banked up on your phone. That filled in a few gaps for me, even though I didn't really play it much. My character dressed up in the water-type gym outfit. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break before Moonbot gets angry at me. I just found Icicle Spear, actually. We'll come back, we'll check that out. Might be a better ice move. But yeah, I'll be back in just a minute or two. Just going to top up my coffee and have a stretch. BRBs!